We visited the Ranchi Rakeshwari Mandir in Ranchi on the same evening to take blessings for our upcoming journey. In the morning, we packed all our stuff and camera gear and took a short ride to Agdoli, the starting point of our trek. It took us 6 minutes to reach, from where our 14 kilometers of experience will start to take its shape. Hi, good morning from Ranchi. We have started our Madhya Maheshwar trek around 7:20 am in the morning. This is a 15-kilometer stretch. We are not covering all that stretch in one day. We are gonna be staying at night in Bantuli, or if we can walk ahead of that, we will sure do it. Yesterday I couldn't vlog because it was a very exhausting train and car journey, so we all got exhausted and just took our food and went to sleep. But today we are all refreshed up, energized and full with motivation to complete that trek. Let's show you the road. The first 2-kilometer stretch are pretty easy. It's all downwards from Agdoli to Agdoli Dhar. Despite of all the luggage in our rucksacks, we all are maintaining a good speed. We also went for some shortcut routes just to smell an adventure. That road was not the original route. We are taking some shortcuts to punch in our adventure spirit. This is a steep decline. We have to go to the Gundar village, and after Gundar the incline starts. But when the Mother Nature was welcoming you with her beauty of vast valleys, lush green mountains and the gorgeous Agdoli waterfall, you can't help yourself to just stop and stare. From Agdoli Dhar, the incline route starts. The trail starts to go upwards for some time. After that, a very short patch of downwards, some flat zone, and again the same 30-degree incline. As a first timer, I had to push all my physical and mental strength to just go forward. But every time I had that doubt about completing the trek, the ever-roaring Madhuganga river beside me was telling to take another step forward. This is our first trek for actually both of us, and we've been told that when you are trekking, always stay hydrated. If you lose excess body fluid, well, you are more vulnerable to acute mountain sickness. Every step you take and everywhere you look, the nature changes its beauty. Trail started to change also. Sometimes it's wide, sometimes it's narrow, and sometimes you have big rocks leaning onto the road just to remind you not to lose your awareness.
Finally, I can see the Gondar village right there. It feels good. It feels good, and it feels especially good when you're not taking your breakfast, walking only for the breakfast to get here at Gondar. Let me show you. See that? That is Gondar. Right now we are at Devi Dhar Mandir. It's just outside the Gondar village. From here, Gondar village is approximately 1 kilometer. There is a chart of the distances. Bantoli, it's 2.425. Nanu is 5.75. Madhya Maheshwar is 11.3, and Agatoli is 3.25. After taking a short break at Devi Dhar Mandir, we are now off to our breakfast location. It's just a little stretch, 1 kilometer only. It has a steep decline. One wrong step and you will end up in the river valley or somewhere. All grinded up.
But after the steep decline, again the incline starts. Our exhausted legs just going forward for the breakfast.
Finally, the breakfast village, Gondar. After having a small breakfast, we're just leaving Gondar village and heading upwards. Our plan is to do the full Madhya Maheshwar trek on the upside in today. Let's see how far we can reach, and our guide Veya said that now the incline starts from here all the way up to the temple.
After having aloo paratha and tea as breakfast, the strength of our muscles started to build up, and we got a new enthusiasm to get back on the track again. Our next stop, Upper Bantoli, and we have to walk a steep incline stretch to reach there. Anyone like me who has oversweating, I suggest you to carry at least 2 liters of water with you, because you're gonna run out of it soon.
After some heavy incline, we have reached Bantoli. We're gonna stay here for a little, rest up, take some food, and then we'll be back on the trail. Let's see. After a small break, we have started our trek again from Bantoli. It's another 9 kilometers ahead. The inclines keep rising, beauties keep rising. Oh my. Watch this. Watch this. How's the Josh? Okay, not high. Okay. Another breaking news, we have to skip lunch. We have to conserve time because for some incident we lost approximately 2 hours in the road. So we have to skip lunch. We have to rely on the dry foods we bought with us. And after we reach Madh Maheshwar, then we can take our dinner easily. So we're just skipping lunch, just focusing on this trail and keep walking. Chowkhamba peaks are a little bit visible from back there. I cannot show you that because my camera doesn't have that resolution. I'm using a GoPro Hero 8 with a mic mode, of course, and that's it. And I have only 64 gigs of memory, so I cannot shoot it. जय भोले।
हमको भी ले वो आपकी वीडियो में।
अरे
हर हर महादेव।
राजस्थान से।
आप राजस्थान से हैं?
आप कर्नाटका?
नहीं, कोलकाता से।
कोलकाता से।
हम दिलवाड़ा राजस्थान।
अच्छा अच्छा, चलिए भैया, जय भोले।
जाना धीरे-धीरे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बोलेगा ना।
हाँ
रुकना मत, रास्ते में 5 बजे पहुंच जाओ।
हाँ एकदम। Met some lovely guys. They are from Rajasthan. They actually west side of India. We are speaking that I cannot shoot in 4K because I do have a limited memory. I have to conserve the space in my memory chip so that I can shoot more. The sunlight part, and that's the boring part because I have over sweating. I sweat a lot, so that's the tough part for me. Your best friend in the mountains, these little things. This is a chocolate. But do not litter the mountains, please. Keep it in your pocket or somewhere else. When you see a dustbin, then dump these things out. Please do not litter the mountains. I'm gonna keep it in my pocket.
After some exhausting walking and the breathtaking view of the Chokhamba, we reached Khatra Khal, a small village on the trail.
Right now, we are at Khadra Khal, or locally pronunciation Khachra Khal.
As soon as we crossed Khatra Khal, the view of our surroundings changes dramatically. It's no longer walking through a half forest. It's wide, it's open, it's the ultimate 360-degree view of the mountains and her valleys. In ancient Hindu mythology, after Kurukshetra war, the Pandavas left their kingdom to seek blessings from Lord Shiva for the sins they committed in the war. They first visited to Varanasi, where the Kashi Vishwanath is situated. But Lord Shiva wanted to avoid them as he was deeply incensed by the death and dishonesty at the Kurukshetra war and was, therefore, insensitive to Pandavas' prayers. He assumed the form of a bull and hid in the Garhwal region.
There is a very big misconception about this trek, because before coming this trek, I've seen a lot of Madhamesha trek videos, but nobody told the hard part, because in the hardest incline part, you really don't have the chance to shoot the road condition, shoot the scenarios. The only thing comes in your mind is just reach that destination, then I'll do a vlog, a video, cinematic, whatever. But the incline is not that easy. I'm speaking as a rookie person. Obviously I don't have any trekking experience, but yeah, I can say if anyone is coming here for the first time, he or she might have some difficulties in breathing or tiredness. That's it.
Not finding Shiva in Varanasi, the Pandavas went to Garhwal Himalayas.
But this is a steep incline for me, of course, because I don't have any prior experience of trekking, so it's a hard incline. The experienced one, oh, you don't feel anything. You won't feel anything.
Bhima, the second of the 5 Pandava brothers, then standing astride 2 mountains, started to look for Shiva.
How many these here? Well, you sit here and you get a wide angle view of the mountains. See? This is what you can get from here. Every single step taking us closer to Tea Biscuit, to Nanur. Step by step, I'm getting closer to tea and biscuit. Nanur.
He saw a bull grazing near Gupt Kashi. Bhima immediately recognized the bull to be Shiva.
Oh my god, it's a fascinating sight to see Nanur village in front of me.
Bhima caught hold of the bull by its tail and hind legs, but the bull-formed Shiva disappeared into the ground, to later reappear in parts. With the hump raising in Kedarnath, the arms appearing in Tungnath, the face showing up at Rudranath, the hair appearing at Kalpeshwar, and the navel and stomach surfacing in Madhya Maheshwar.
Just finished a small lunch. It should not be called a lunch because I had a cup of tea and one instant noodles. I could not show you the ambience of that hotel where we were staying because there are lots of people and I don't want to include any of them without their permission into my video, so I didn't record any footages of that, but we took 3 cups of tea and 2 plates of Maggie. How much is cost? Ronda koto nilo? 4 Maggie? 150. It costs 150 Indian rupees. If you are from any foreign country, please do the math. If you are planning to come here and start the trek, I suggest never do this kind of stupidity, talking to the camera while walking on the trail. Always watch the road because there are lots of loose soil and rocks. I nearly broke my ankle in the morning just to talk to the camera. Don't do this stupidity. Just focus on your work and reach a point, then you can vlog, take photos, whatever. But if you're walking in the stairs, do not do this. And when a horse coming, you always have to give side.
The Pandavas built temples at these 5 places for venerating and worshipping Lord Shiva. The Pandavas were thus freed from their sins.
In this trek, you will encounter many different kind of incline angles. Sometimes we have to climb like steep 45-degree angle, sometimes 50, and sometimes like this 15-16 degree incline. But you have to pay attention about the road and the, what I should say, the devotees, the visitors are coming behind you. If they are crossing you, of course, if they are crossing you, they have the better stamina than you. It's not about some competition that, oh, he went straight up there, he smokes a lot of cigarette, but I didn't smoke, I don't smoke at all, so I must just walk past him. No, don't do that. Himalaya is not a place where you show your muscle power or lungs power or anything. No, you have to do what you need to do. You don't have to compete others. You don't have to make some run to the end point. Never do that. Just walk in your rhythm. If you are if you have a good lungs condition, if you can go faster, obviously. If you cannot walk faster, well, I suggest go slow. Do not copy or compete others. Never do that. The pain and the pleasure. Welcome to Uttarakhand. After some steep incline, we have reached Mekhamba village. Madhyamaheshwar temple is just 3.95 kilometers away, but it's not a straight highway like road. It's also the incline. I think we might need another 2 hours or more to complete this because we are going very slow. We are not pushing ourselves to the extreme limit. And here is the distance board. See that? Madhyamaheshwar 3.95. Ah. Whew. Team, cheers. Cheers. We started our journey from Mekhamba back onto the incline trail. Our guide brother said that last 1 kilometer should be flat surface, but the previous 3 kilometers what we are walking right now, it's a steep incline through the dense forest, and it's approximately 5:30 p.m. The sun is about to set and we have to walk in the dark. That's not a very big problem because we all have torch and necessary things, but I'm trying to imagine how this forest will look like in the night time. And of course The GoPro is not very suitable for low light condition, although they have an option to enable low light or something, but I don't know how to activate that, so I don't have that luxury to shoot low light or in night time with my GoPro. Let's see, I'll try to show you some footage, but no guarantee. This is the golden hour. In Bengali, we say it kone dekha alo. Oh, we have reached somewhere. Wait. What is that? What is that? I can barely read Hindi. Kunchatti. Yes, Kunchatti. We have reached Kunchatti. See that? We have reached Kunchatti. There is a water tap right there. We need to fill up the bottles. From here, Madhya Maheshwar is 4 kilometers ahead.
2.650 PWD के आसपास.
As per PWD, it's 2.650. I don't know how they measure it. They measure it as straight line.
As the dusk started to hit the mountains, it started talking to me. Onto this trail, into this deep silence, it taught me a very big lesson of my life. It's never about the starting struggle, it's not about the path you choose, it's about the will which takes you forward. Whatever goal you choose, the closer you go, the harder the path will become. Your goal will test your mettle. Your goal will test your core, encourage you to quit. But if you just continue to walk forward, no matter whatever the path throws at you, the goal is never unreachable. In this ambience, it's more like a concentration where you forgot all your worries and fears and problems. Just talk to yourself. And yes, that's exactly when one step forward matters.
Oh, after 2 hours of trekking in this dark, we finally reached Madhya Maheshwar temple. It's right there. We just have to wait here, take some food and get a good sleep, because tomorrow we will be trekking upwards to Budha Madhya Maheshwar, and we're all pretty exhausted. The night, the darkness, that's a adventurous experience. All right, let's go to the room. Let's go.